The things we saw that day in the village became a secret we would have to keep from everyone for the rest of our lives. Because, you see... I don't understand, Professor. Why are we going to help solve an inheritance dispute?
Luke, my boy, do you really think I would take on such an ordinary request as that? Oh no, this is an altogether unique and exciting situation, and it has piqued my intellectual curiosity. But I suppose it would be best to explain the case before we arrive at our destination. 2 months ago, Baron Augustus Reinhold passed away. Shortly after his death, his will was disclosed. The contents of it were fascinating, to say the least. The Reinhold family treasure, the golden apple, is hidden somewhere within this village. To whomever successfully locates this treasure, I offer the whole of my estate. Naturally, those who attended the reading of the will immediately set out in search of the golden apple. But in the end, everybody came back empty-handed. It turns out that no one had even heard of such a treasure existing, until its mention in the will.
Wow, that's some puzzle, all right.
Quite. Augustus Reinhold staked his entire fortune just to create one more puzzle before his death. What a perplexing individual. I wish I could have met him while he was still alive.
It certainly sounds like you two would have gotten along, Professor. By the way, just what is this golden apple anyhow?
Some speculate it's a rare antique, while others say it could be a gem, yet its identity remains elusive. But Luke, I can't shake the feeling that this matter is linked to some larger mystery, something huge.
Aha! Is that your famous intuition acting up again, Professor?
Well, our first step is getting to town.
This is all so exciting! I hope St. Mystere is ready for the famous archaeologist and puzzle-solving detective, Herschel Layton.
Oh, Luke, you know as well as I do that I am no detective. Augustus Reinhold's wife, Lady Dahlia, has asked me to investigate the situation. It seems she came across my name by chance when reading an article about me in the papers.
And you immediately decided to take her up on her request, huh?
Oh, well, Luke, a true gentleman never refuses the request of a beautiful lady.
If you say so, Professor.
We should be nearing the town by now. Look at the map in the envelope and help me with directions.
You got it! What in the... What's this?
Lady Dahlia seems to have given us a test. We'll need to decipher this map in order to find the village. She wants to see if we're capable of cracking the mystery surrounding the Reinhold fortune. Care to give it a go, Luke?
I'll do my best. A puzzle like this should be a snap for the apprentice of the great Professor Layton.
Very well then, Luke. I'll leave this one to you. Think of it as a warm-up for things to come.
Well, here's my guess. Layton's
apprentice saves the day!
There we go. Now we should be able to make our way to the village.
Right you are. We should see it on the horizon any moment now.
Huh? Professor, do you mean to say you already figured out the town's location?
I'm afraid I couldn't help myself. A basic puzzle like that is easy enough to solve with a glance. Anyhow, you'd best gather your things, Luke. We've arrived.
There are tales of a box that brings death upon any who dare open it. Tell me, do you think those rumors could be true?
Hey, look, there it is! Now this is what I call deluxe. Just look at this room!
Yes, I can certainly see why some call the Millionaires Express a cruise ship on rails.
This sofa's great!
Now, don't forget, Luke. A gentleman pays attention to his manners in every setting.
So what's the story behind this Elysian box, anyway? All who open it die? Sounds awfully fishy to me.
Perhaps so, but we've seen it happen with our very own eyes. The answer is out there, Luke, but I just need to find it.
We will. I know it. There was a box that was rumoured to kill anyone who opened it. At first, neither the Professor nor I believed it. But all that changed with the arrival of a single letter.
Luke, have a look here.
What's that, Professor?
It's a letter from my dear friend and mentor, Dr. Andrew Schrader.
Is everything all right?
My dear Herschel, as an archaeologist, you're sure to have heard of the item known as the Elysian box. Of course, it is more commonly known as Pandora's box, in reference to the famous myth. This nickname would appear to be well-deserved, since it is rumored to kill whoever opens it. I'm dubious of this reputation, of course, but when my interest is piqued, I simply must investigate. That's why I'm pleased as punch to tell you that the elusive item is finally in my possession. What's more, I believe I'm on the cusp of unraveling a great mystery tied to this box. For the moment, let's just say I have a theory, though I haven't been able to prove it yet. Initially, it was my intention to finish my research before daring to open its lid. But I must confess that my curiosity is simply overpowering. In the unlikely event that anything should happen to me, please finish the work I've started here. Your friend, Andrew Schrader.
According to the postmark, this letter was sent 2 days ago. We should go pay the doctor a visit. I just can't shake the feeling that something awful has happened.
Well, your intuition's usually spot on. I say we head out right away.
It just doesn't seem to add up, Professor.
I honestly thought you were pulling my leg.
What? I wouldn't dream of it.
Professor, I hope this letter finds you well. As for me, I am in You see, the London we know and love has been thrown into absolute chaos. To complicate matters, the calamity I speak of does not take place in your time. This may be difficult to believe, but I am writing to you from 10 years in the future. I know this is a lot to take in, but I'll explain it all soon. For now, I ask that you head to the clock shop on Midland Road in Baldwin. I look forward to seeing you again. Your student, Luke Triton.
Strange as it sounds, it seems that the author of this letter is none other than your future self, Luke.
From my future self? But how is that even possible?
I don't know, but it does raise the question, if this letter is indeed authentic, how did it get here?
By time-travelling postman? Just joking, of course. But seriously, I think this mystery might be the strangest we've ever encountered.
Indeed. And even in the future, your constancy can be quite a comfort in these uncertain times, my boy.
Well, thank you, I think. But back to the letter. How do we know it's real?
Well, we haven't much to go on yet. But I can't help but think that this strange occurrence is connected to the terrible events of last week.
It all started about a week ago.
Using a six-dimension alpha distributor, I was able to guide a concentrated stream of ham-and-air particles through a temporal vortex, more commonly known as a wormhole. This stream of particles allowed me to divine the terminal points of the vortex. Armed with this information, the next step was to artificially distort the flow of time, generate a massive magnetic field via a Sula coil. Once the magnetic field is firmly established, one has the ability, quite literally, punch holes or hive gaps into the very fabric of space-time. After this crucial step, it's simply a matter of constructing an energy.
Quite the spread we have here, Inspector. Though it does make me wonder what we did to deserve invitations to such a feast.
It's obvious, Barton. I'm an influential man in the world of law enforcement. It's only natural I'd be invited to an important event such as this.
I suppose that's possible.
Possible, you say?
Probable. Highly probable, sir.
Oh, this food is simply dreadful, Bill. Do get this over with quickly so we can leave.
Ah, yes, dear.
I have to say, I feel a bit out of place here, Professor.
That's quite understandable, Luke. I'm sure most people would feel the same way in the presence of the Prime Minister.
Hey, look! I think I see Inspector Chalmy over there. So, Professor, what do you think about this whole event? Do you think that someone has really built a working time machine?
I'm not entirely sure. Still, if it proves to be true, can you imagine the stir it will cause in the scientific community?
Well, I think it's really exciting. Though you don't sound entirely convinced, Professor.
Anything's possible, Luke. But I won't be convinced until I've seen the contraption work for myself. And I must confess, something about this entire presentation seems a bit off.
Why do you say that? Ah, of course. That must be your famous intuition talking, eh?
That's one way of putting it. But enough speculation. Look over there, Luke.
That guard? What about him?
He seems to be looking for a man who snuck into the event uninvited.
Ooh, so we have an intruder in our midst. How about this? No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
and gentlemen, thank you for taking part in an event that will undoubtedly go down in scientific history. And here to demonstrate mankind's first time machine is its creator, Dr. Alan Stangan.
Thank you, my esteemed colleagues. After years of research in the field of time travel, I am pleased to share the fruits of my labor. In just a few short moments, I will be moving on to our scheduled demonstration. But first, I'm delighted to announce that Prime Minister Bill Hawks is in attendance today. As such, I have reserved a very special seat for our very special guest. Please, join me on stage, Prime Minister. No need to be shy.
Is this thing real?
What do you mean?
I mean, is this contraption a genuine working time machine?
Why don't you have a seat? See for yourself.
Before we start, would you honor us with a few words, Prime Minister? Good afternoon, everyone. Today is a monumental day. Since the beginning of time, we have conquered the skies and the seas, and we have even traveled to outer space. But the one frontier that has always eluded us is time. Indeed, traveling through time is a dream many thought was out of reach for humanity. Until now. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you will join me in ushering in a new era for mankind. Thank you for those words, Prime Minister. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Please take it away, Dr. Stangan.
I have just one more request before we start. I'd very much appreciate the Prime Minister's assistance in this demonstration. What do you say, Mr. Hawks?
What?
I assure you, there's no cause for concern.
But I was under the impression that I would merely be observing the proceedings.
Ah, well, do forgive my presumption. It was never my wish to make you uncomfortable. I realize it's been some time since you traded in the hard sciences for the softer variety. Please, feel free to return to your seat, Prime Minister.
Wait. What I mean to say is, of course I can assist you.
Bill, have you lost your mind?
Ah, that's the courage we've come to expect from our fearless leader. You have my thanks. And now, without further ado, I give you my time machine. Mr. Hawks, would you mind just stepping inside?
now.
What the dickens just happened? Something's gone very wrong.
Where is he? Someone find Bill!
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain calm and refrain from panicking.
This is chaos! The Prime Minister and Dr. Stangle have vanished!
My word.
So, you think that what happened last week is somehow connected to this letter? Wait! Maybe if the time machine was real, this letter is real too!
I don't know about that, but these two elements aren't the only puzzling issues. Tell me, Luke, have you heard about the recent disappearances occurring here in London?
Oh, yes. I read about it in the paper. Some of London's greatest scientists have been mysteriously vanishing.
Yes, and I can't shake the feeling that those disappearances are linked to this whole affair. In any case, it seems our best course of action is to head to the location mentioned in the letter.
Good idea. Following the clue in the letter, the Professor and I set off. What awaited us was one of the biggest mysteries we'd ever encountered. Somehow, a single letter had made its way back through time. And the sender, strange as it sounds, was me. The future me, that is. Little did we know that this letter would draw us into the strangest of situations.
Long ago, in a lawless age, a pack of bandits invaded a small village. Amidst the chaos, a terrified young farm girl played her flute to drown out the madness. As the music spiraled high into the sky, a giant spectre appeared above her. She begged the spectre to destroy the bandits, and it swiftly obeyed. The town was saved, and the spectre vanished just as quickly as it had appeared. But the farm girl knew that in times of danger she needed only to play the flute, and the spectre would appear again. A quaint tale, wouldn't you say? Aye, master. I think the time has come for us to pen the next chapter. Of course, master.
Well, what do you think, Luke? Do you see anything yet?
No, nothing.
I'm still having a tough time buying all of this. It sounds like some scary bedtime story. Is this even possible?
Well, we'll soon find out.
And a poor little boy who predicts where the giant spectre will appear. So what now? I mean, what if this thing never even shows up?
What on earth could that be?
It sounds like It sounds like music.
It must be the flute!
Quickly, to the window!
What is that thing?
Can this be?
Spectre. Finally seeing this dark giant made me even more determined to help the Professor keep his word. Together, we would shine the light of truth upon this ghastly shadow.
Oh? Top of the morning!
Why, thank you very much. Professor? Oh, Professor? Professor, a letter just came for you. Oh!
Thank you, Rosa. Ugh.
Sounds like someone was up researching all night. Again. It's no wonder the other professors are so intimidated by you.
Oh, they just think that I'm some young upstart.
You work too hard, Professor. It's no good. By the way, Dean Delmona came by and said he needed to speak to you and that he would
What
drop
is
in
this?
later today. I don't know why he had to tell me that. He could have
Regards,
just come by
Clark.
later if you ask me.
After all these
Thank you
years?
for the trip.
Rosa, I'm going out.
Eh?
Oh. Thank you, Rosa.
I hope he remembers to eat something.
Good luck.
Boy, I studied all night.
See here. What was that about?
Nice to see you again, Professor Layton.
And you are?
Why didn't Dean Delmona tell you?
Tell me what?
I'm Emmy Altava, your new assistant. Call me Emmy.
I'm sorry. You're my...
Assistant. You do know what an assistant is, don't you?
Of course. I'm sorry, Miss Altava, but...
Professor, please, Emmy. And stop apologizing so much.
All right, Emmy. So sorry. But it seems that there has been some sort of mistake here.
Oh, I don't think so, Professor. Dean Delmona hired me himself. It seems that you have been too busy to attend your departmental meetings lately. Is that right?
Well, I suppose there might be some truth to that. However...
Sounds to me like if anyone needs an assistant, it's you. So, from now on, I'll be the backup on all your projects. Got it? Great! I can't wait to get started. I wasn't too surprised the Professor didn't remember me. It had been some time since our first meeting, after all. And clearly he had a lot on his mind. Which is exactly why he needed an assistant like me. It was my first day on the job, and I was ready for anything. Or so I thought. We still had yet to meet the young boy who would help us unravel the strangest mystery I could have ever imagined. So what perplexing mystery are we hot on the trail of now?
Why would you ask that?
Well, you're off to somewhere in quite a hurry. Something must have piqued your interest.
That intuition will serve you well.
What's this? A letter?
Very good. I received it about an hour ago. Go ahead, read it aloud.
Herschel, my dear old friend, I must earnestly seek your help again. Our little town is in the most extraordinary predicament. At night, a mysterious giant shrouded in fog has been laying waste to our homes. I am convinced you can help stop this madness. Please, come soon. Regards, Clark. A giant? That's... How well do you know this person?
Clark and I go back a long way. I can't imagine he would fabricate stories for no reason. I find the other message in the letter very interesting as well.
Other message? I think I've got this one. That puzzle was no problem.
This is Monte d'Or.
Indeed, in only 18 years, this little desert oasis has grown into quite a tourist attraction.
It's amazing, Professor.
Yes, it is. Some people even call it the City of Miracles.
The City of Miracles. There's so much to look at here, Professor.
Yes, I've heard that Monte d'Or is quite an exciting town.
The letter said that terrible things have happened here. It's hard to believe.
We'll have a better understanding of the situation after we speak to Angela.
We need to keep going this way, don't we?
How about this? Puzzles are made to be solved.
Look at that clown! And all the balloons! And the band! Wow! This is fantastic! Everyone is having such a good time!
They are. And I'm looking forward to doing the same after our investigation.
Oh, right! The investigation!
Once we're able to relax, we'll see what the town has to offer.
Huh? Professor, what was that?
It's him! Run! Frozen like stone!
Stone? Quickly!
Statues?
Hey, I'm trying to escape here. Get out of the way, will you?
Please, sir, try to remain calm.
Calm? Are you blind? Those people have been turned to stone.
Professor, how is that possible?
A very good question, Luke.
Professor, look up there!
What on earth?
1, 2, 3, 4. Did you miss me, Montador? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome! I hope you enjoyed tonight's grand miracle. Courtesy of the Masked Gentleman. Consider what you have seen tonight as a warning. Montador will soon be destroyed. Those who submit to the power of the mask may be spared. But then again, they may not.
Professor! Luke! What are you waiting for?
Huh?
A written invitation?
Of course.
Wait, Professor! Why do I get the little one?
Let's go. Everyone follow me.
Right.
Hey! Wait for me!
Ha!
Gentlemen. Where is he going?
Yeah.
That's the way.
Here we go!
Go!
Whoa!
Yeah!
Here we go!
Come on, we've almost got him!
Yeah!
Wow! That's the way!
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Hang on, Professor!
Come on, we've almost got him!
Yeah!
Good work! Almost!
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Where is he going?
Watch out! Look! There he is! Whoa!
That's the way!
Look out! Whoa there!
Professor, I see him! Whoa! Oh, he got away!
Yes, he had quite an advantage over us.
I suppose we can assume that was the masked gentleman.
Was he using some sort of magic, Professor? How did he do all that?
Luke, I can honestly say, I don't know.
Magic seemed to be the only thing that could explain what we had seen. It disturbed me to see the Professor at such a loss. It made me wish he never received that strange letter in the first place.
Professor, do you really think it's possible that he's found a living mummy?
Well, I've heard that Professor Sycamore is the authority on the excavation of ancient ruins. He wouldn't just make it up, would he?
Certainly not. It is most curious, but we'll just have to see.
What do you think he means, though? I hope it's not cursed.
Don't worry, Luke. I'll protect you.
Wow! This is amazing! I feel like I'm on some kind of cruise ship!
No horsing around.
It's easy to get carried away in such luxurious surroundings.
Welcome aboard the airship Bostonius. Hello, my name is Raymond. Please allow me to extend my greetings on behalf of Professor Sycamore.
Hello, Raymond.
Thank you for your warm welcome, Raymond. I am Herschel Layton.
Thank you for having us.
Now, since everyone is here, we can begin making preparations for takeoff. However, I'm afraid that I must first perform a simple check to confirm your identity. Professor Sycamore was very keen that I make sure you were the real Professor Layton. I do apologize for springing this on you now.
What? You're joking!
The identity check will take the form of a puzzle. Somewhere on this map is our destination, and your task is to simply determine what that destination is. Not much of a challenge for Professor Layton, I'm sure.
This was quite the conundrum. And there we have it. I trust this is satisfactory.
It most assuredly is. There is no doubt that you are the real Professor Layton. Now please make yourselves comfortable. You are all our most honoured guests. We shall be taking off immediately.
We're flying! Look, Professor! We're flying! Wow!
So the four of us set off in the airship Bostonius to solve the mystery of the so-called living mummy. It was to be the beginning of an epic journey, one that would take us all around the world. And it was the last adventure that I would share with Professor Layton.
We should be arriving shortly.
I've never seen so much snow.
So this is Frohenborg.
If anything happens to me, go and see this man. He should be able to help. Blasted witches. Go without me. Quickly. Get going. Oh.
Huh? Well, what do we have here? What the blazes? How on earth did a vehicle end up on top of that tree? Blimey, this is going to be a tough nut to crack. There is one man I know who could get to the bottom of this.
Did you say witches, Professor?
That's right. People in the Middle Ages very much believed in their existence. That is the reason why they had witch trials, do you see?
Witch trials? Did witches really exist in those days?
Well, my boy, witch trials certainly existed, although nobody ever truly used magic. Witches were nothing more than superstition and legend.
Wow! Look! It's really London! Come on, Nick! Take a look!
I know you're excited, Maya, but can a guy get a few last Z's in?
This is no time to be sleeping. You won't win in an English court of law with that attitude.
This trip is just an exchange visit courtesy of the Legal League of Attorneys. I won't be defending in court officially.
Aw, well that's no fun. You know you're always at your best when working under pressure, but who can say how things would go over here?
I wish you wouldn't talk like that. You'll only jinx the whole thing.
The rain doesn't seem to want to stop. It's a bit unusual for this time of year, don't you think?
I agree, Luke. But I believe it is easing off a little now, so it should clear up soon.
I hope it does clear up soon, especially the lightning.
Afraid of lightning, I take it?
Of course not. I'm not a little kid, you know. It's just that I hate how it flashes suddenly and takes me by surprise. moves you'd expect from a gentleman in training.
Dear Professor, it has been a long time. There is so much I would like to tell you, but at present I do not have the time. My life is in danger. I am being chased by something terrifying, and I am not sure whether I can escape. It all started in a town called Labyrinthia, a mysterious town, one that you will not find on any map. I found myself there during the course of an investigation. While I was there, a series of unbelievable events occurred right before my eyes. I realized the town held a mysterious secret and decided to get to the bottom of it. But before I could, they found me. I escaped from Labyrinthia with a young woman by the name of Espella. It was my belief that she held the key to solving the secret of that town. It is not me they are pursuing, it is Espella. As such, I am asking you to help her. Labyrinthia hides an ominous mystery. This is one puzzle that appears to be beyond my powers to solve. I apologize for imposing on you in this way. Your faithful student, Carmine Accidenti.
Anything you could want to know about Labyrinthia can be found in this book.
Anything?
It's an amazing design. I've never seen a book quite like it.
Esbella, would you mind if we had a closer look?
Of course.
Things. It was as if the words were moving on the page.
No, Luke. It looked the same to me, too.
Look, there's a picture of the town in here. So this is Labyrinthia, is it?
Yes, that's Labyrinthia.
Professor, this certainly is very strange. First that letter from Carmina, and now this book. If you ask me, Espella doesn't seem to be lying. But witches chasing after people, it's all a little hard to believe.
It's certainly hard to believe, but I do find it fascinating.
Oh, poor thing. Do you want to come in from the rain? Don't open it! Huh? Professor, what was that?
That, Luke, was a witch.
Professor, Espella's been...
Yes, that was careless of us, but to think they might enter by such means. And after I'd promised to protect her.
Do you think that was one of those witches that Espella was talking about?
I can't say for sure, but it certainly looked that way.
Then what we just saw, was that magic?
I don't know. But something bizarre did indeed take place before our very eyes. Luke, I'm going to go and search for Espella. While I'm gone, I'd like you to...
Professor, I'm going too! Even if you disagree, I'm coming along. After all, I am your apprentice.
Okay, Luke, then let's go.
Right then.
journey as a detective starts here. Dear Lucy, I've opened a detective agency on one of London's most happening streets. Any mystery solved. That's the Layton Detective Agency's motto. I can't wait to find out what mysteries are waiting for me. You must come and visit me if you have the time. Yours faithfully, Katrielle. Phew. There, all done.
Hey, you there!
Who said that? Was it you?
Can you really solve any mystery?
Oh, a talking dog.
You're not surprised?
It's only talking.
Only talking? Is it true? Huh? I want some proof. Can you really solve any mystery? Seeing you hang that sign gives me an idea. Let's see you try your paw at this puzzle.
I've seen how to solve this now. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
All right. You seem to be up to scratch.
Thank you. Why don't you step inside? So, what can I do for you?
Look at me. It's obvious.
What?
I'm a talking dog.
Yes, I can see that, and...
And? All right then. And I have total amnesia.
Ah, a dog with amnesia.
If I could just remember my parents, it might make more sense. I feel like I'm me, but not really me. I don't even know if I'm pedigree.
Is that all?
No, that's not all. I want you to find out who I really am.
I don't know.
Oh, come on. I'm a talking dog.
Got anything else? A diabolical box that kills you? A letter from the future? A relic from an ancient civilization? Nothing like that?
Nothing.
Well, this is my first inquiry. Perhaps it's fate. All right then. Any clues?
Well, not everyone can hear me talking. Some can, some can't. It's very rare to find someone who can, actually.
That dog! It just spoke! Oh.
And here's another rare someone who can hear you talk.
Who's this?
Apparently, he's my assistant. I told him I don't need help, but he won't listen.
Overly dogged. No one wants that.
What's all this about, Miss Layton?
This talking dog wants me to solve the mystery of who he is and where he comes from. So, we've had our first inquiry.
Incredible, miss. Such a fascinating case from day one. Your reputation obviously precedes you.
So, I don't believe you told me your name.
Ernest Greaves, miss.
That's just what he's like.
I see.
Have I said something wrong?
Anyway...
I can't even remember my own name.
Well, do you remember anything else at all?
I've got a vague memory of a tower or something falling down, and then lightning flashing across the sky.
That's it.
Goodness, golly, not much to go on, is it?
Who asked you?
It certainly isn't. I've no other cases at the moment, so why not? I'll do what I can.
You will? Well, that's great!
Oh, but I must insist on my fee, even for man's best friend.
Oh, I'm not poor.
Well, here's the paperwork then. Now, you'll need a name. How about Shirl?
Shirl?
You said you can't remember your name. So, I've thought of one for you, with inspiration from the famous Sherlock Holmes. It really suits you.
Oh, that's splendid, sir. Being named after such a prestigious figure, I mean.
Like I said, who asked you, anyway?
Look. Here. Shirl O.C. Combs. Shirl is a great name.
For a girl?
Don't yap, Shirl.
Stop calling me that.
Surely there's no need to get angry.
Kat, are you in?
Ah. Inspector Hastings.